Hello everybody. There's just a little video which is basically on the big news of the day. Well, at least if you're a Whovian, that is. And that is the casting of Peter Capaldi as the 12th Doctor. So I just thought I'd make this little video to share my thoughts on the casting. And to start it off, I've got to say it's a very good casting. I'm pretty happy that he's been cast as the Doctor, and I'll give you a few reasons why. I like the idea that they've gone up with an older Doctor again. A lot of you may not agree with me there, but the reason I say that I'm glad they've gone for an old Doctor again is because it will change up the dynamic of the show. Like, we've had two relatively young Doctors in David Tennant and Matt Smith, and I think it's great that they've gone old again because it's going to give the show a whole brand new edge again, and I think that's really good. First opinions of Capaldi and from the stuff he's done. I'm imagining his Doctor will sort of be like Christopher Eccleston and maybe even Tom Baker. I don't know. It might just be me, but there's something really Tom Baker about Peter Capaldi, and I don't know if any of you would agree with me there. But there's just something. I don't know. It's something. There's a bit of a Tom Baker sort of aura about him that just it's really engaging, and I think he'll be really good. Apart from what I've seen in other things, he was obviously in the Doctor Who episode The Fires of Pompeii in 2008. He had a bit role, but, I guess he was pretty good in it. That's one of the better episodes of Series 4, and it's really ironic that Fires of Pompeii, it's just become such a significant episode just because there's been so significant guest roles in it now. Like, first Karen Gillan, she was a significant guest role in that, and she, as you know, she ended up playing Amy Pond in the Series 5, 6, and 7, and now with Peter Capaldi is now the new Doctor, and it just heightened the significance of that episode. Well, from a cast point of view, anyway. I don't know, and it should be very interesting. And the only other thing I'd actually seen him in apart from that episode of Doctor Who was Skins, where he plays Mark Jenkins, Sid's dad in the first two series, and he was really good in that. He was really funny, like he's sort of like, oh, I'm a fucking what? I'm a fucking what? Shit like that. I thought it was really funny and engaging, and it's one of the better stories of It's one of the better stories of one of the cast members who's not central to the main cast. It was a really heartfelt story about him, and watching those again, it sort of showed these capabilities as an actor. He can be very manic. He can be very sort of chillaxed. He can be very touching as well. And that's sort of the qualities you need to play the Doctor, really. You need to be able to show a range of emotions in your acting. Matt Smith's done that brilliantly. David Tennant did do it brilliantly, although the end of his era was a bit overdramatic. But yeah, Peter Capaldi, I have no doubts he'll be able to pull the Doctor off. I think it's fantastic they've chosen an older Doctor in the role. I guess another reason I like it too is because I'll have to think of this in a sec. It's a good way to start the next 50 years of Doctor Who. It's in a way it's sort of starting the show all over again. The cast. There's been all these. There's been the irony that Capaldi is 55, the same age William Hartnell was when he first started playing the Doctor. It's a bit of a coincidence, but with that, it's like there's it's a brand new era for the show. I'm not expecting them to change that much from Matt Smith's era because Stephen Moffat's still going to be head runner for the next season, so I can expect little changes here and there, but not like overly gigantic changes like when Matt Smith started. But no, just saying, just to recap, I'm very excited about him. I think it's going to add a whole new dynamic between him and Clara. There was a whole Who thing happening towards the end of Series 7 there, but now that it's going to be an older Doctor, it might be more of a father-daughter relationship. And I guess the other thing I don't mind about him being older is that him and River won't seem so awkward. Like, I love Alex Kingston and Matt Smith's chemistry. I think that's brilliant, but I think Peter Capaldi and Alex Kingston will probably suit each other a bit more because they're the same age. He's only about 5 years older than Alex Kingston or something like that. They're around the similar ages. I did like how I loved, as I said, I loved Matt Smith and Alex Kingston's chemistry, but it might seem a bit more subtle if Peter Capaldi's a Doctor and if they bring River back into it, because they're of similar ages. That's all I think about it. So I'd like to hear your thoughts, comment on it, and everything. And I guess I'll see you later. And I look forward to Series 8 and also the 50th anniversary. Thanks a lot.